Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to reading time. That's right. We do a lot of, crazy, violent streams every once in a while, or very high energy and octane streams, and sometimes just a little too much, So today, we're gonna do a little something wholesome. We're gonna read. We're gonna read some really good literature this time. I still need to turn my music down on my side. I'll keep it loud on you guys. There we go. But yeah, it's time to read, guys. And today, I've got one of the world's best classes of literature today that we're gonna read. But first, I have to show you what we're gonna read. We're gonna read an hour of, where is it? A Sure Thing from Snooki from Jersey Shore. Okay, a little background, because I found this while I was looking for ship posting basically, and I found Snooki and I found this book. So let's learn a little bit about Snooki before we begin, because we need to know where this train wreck came from. So here we go. Let me just pull up my window cap here. Let's see if I can. Alright. So this is Snooki. Basically all you really need to know about her, best book for nap time, sure, is basically all I remember for her is she was the major star in Jersey Shore. What else was she in here? Here we go. Where is it? Jersey Shore, bunch of different other ones. WWE for some reason, wrestling, sure. Supernatural she apparently was in, cool. Ridiculousness. Family Feud, and she's been working on whatever this is. Apparently she's in that. Moms with attitude. So yeah, so this is Snooki apparently. Um, I've never watched any of her shows. I have never watched anything coming from Jersey Shore, so I have no knowledge of this. But I do have the book. I do have a book. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna keep this. That's our stopwatch. I didn't want to pay for any stopwatching. We're gonna slide that. It's always gonna be right there. And then here's what we'll do here. We're gonna put the image back right here. So I'm gonna read you some of the reviews that I was able to find of this book, because there are some, and people are very vocal of how much they think that this show is fine art. This a Shore thing. People think that it's a fine art. I think maybe we'll just put that right up there so you can, because she's really the star of this, isn't she? See, it's not me. I'm just reading her book. Anyway, here are some reviews that I found and snapshotted online. I agree with whoever this is, in the sense that where have all good authors gone? It's a Shore thing is garbage, never like the show, Jersey Shore, and this book is just as bad and disappointing. Insanity. Snooki's hair must be affecting her brain function. How stupid and dirty and self-centered do you have to be to write something like that? So glad I downloaded the preview and not the entire story. If I had read it all, I'd probably go crazy by now. I paid $20 for this. I paid for the book. Pathetic. This whole crew is loathsome. The only upside is they are temporarily making their own money, so we don't have to worry about supporting them using welfare dollars. P.S. These are her best years. Can you imagine what she's gonna look like when she is 40? I don't get that comment, but cool. Cultural landfill. This book is so terrible, but the only way I can express my hatred for it is through the following 250-word essay. And they say some colorful words. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Gave it a chance. I decided to read the sample before trashing the book. As for all I know, Snooki would be well educated and her front on the show could be, well, all for show and money. Now I know for a fact she's actually an airhead who is truly how she thinks on and off air. This book is complete garbage and waste of time. I think it actually makes you more stupid. Please pick up a book by Emerson or Whiteman or someone who actually has something to say, and spend your time putting valuable thoughts into your brain rather than spray as much damaging info to your brain as Snooki sprays hairspray on her poof. What's a poof? Okay, I'll search that before we start. Are there no more good writers out there that publishers must compile and bind this crap and call it a book? Really, people, save a tree for those who buy hard copies, or save your mind, or just ignore this book, or read the sample to see what world it's come to. Idiots trying to sell books to idiots. Where's the 0-star option? Holy shit. Alright. So I spent $20 on this book without even looking at it. So I have no idea what we're getting into. But I'm going to give you guys some warnings. I have no idea what this content's going to be like. We're going to do an hour into this book with some small breaks so I can take a drink. I've got some lemonade on me today. And if I have to switch out the music or whatever, I'll do that quick too. And then we will stop and save our brain cells. But I was told that this book is flawless, so if you guys want to follow along, if you for some reason have this book, you can follow along, but I can't show it on screen because that might be copyright issues. So I'm just gonna read it out loud. We're gonna look at this wonderful lass and call it good. All right. I have some lemonade on me today. Whew, that's sour. All right. I'm just gonna open up Twitch on a different tab because I can see your guys' chat, but I can't see my stuff. So just give me a sec here while I pop up. I need my where's Stream Manager? Right there? There it is. Okay, sweet. just in case. I can see your guys' chat though, so don't worry about that. I just want to kind of see what the viewer counts are looking like. All right, guys, turn to page 10 as we start the first chapter of Snooki, A Sure Thing. And again, I'll warn you guys right now, I have no idea what's going to be in this. There are some swears, so I can already see it in the first page. Also, we need to do some Google searching quickly too, whatever a poof is. Let's go search that up. Is that like the hair? There's seats. So what is a poof? Is it a like hair thing? There's like a lot of these seats. Oh, hairstyle, right? No. Hair puff. I see hair puff. Okay, well, we're gonna think, because they're not gonna describe it to us. This is a poof. It's a couch thing, or pillow thing. That's what the poof is for us, okay? Not a new page. We don't need another tab. Let's go that there. Alright, so, turn to page 10, and start at chapter 1. And I'm gonna start the timer right now. Alright. Life. Okay, sorry, chapter 1. Karma's a bitch. Bitch. Space. Life was hard, but a poof? That should be easy. Giovanna Gia Spummanti, that's a name and a half, was a hair-raising pro. She'd been banging out poofs ever since age 11, or as soon as her fingers were long enough to hold a bottle of Deluxe Aqua Net. Okay, liquor already. After 10 years of trial and error to find the right combination of spray, twisting, and shine serum, is it Gia? Like GIA, I guess? Oh boy. Alright, that's okay, it's fine. Where do we go? Would add 4 inches to her overall height, which, at 5 feet flat, she could use. Gia's poof defied the laws of gravity. It was her crowning glory. Although she'd love to wear an actual crown or a rhinestone tiara whenever she left the house, it just wasn't practical. It could fly off on a dance floor and take out an eye. The poof, hour wasn't going anywhere but up. Tonight, humidity was a bitch. Her thick black mane refused to cooperate. Gia brushed it out, starting over again, feeling discouraged. Her first night out in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, she wanted to present the best version of herself. Hundreds of guys would get a look of her, next page by the way, and she'd be searching among them for her near future fling. After the year she had back home in Brooklyn, landing and losing a couple of jobs and boyfriends, she deserved the sexiest summer ever. Oh god, this is gonna be very pretentious, isn't it? We're only 2 minutes in! Gia hoisted the front section of her hair, holding it high over her head with one hand. With her other hand, she gave it a blast of spray that she twisted the clump into a bulbul and fastened it to the back of her head with a butterfly clip, aka a tramp clamp. Her tried and true technique should have worked, but her bump fell to one side like a deflated tire. Wah! She whined at her reflection, but just for a second. Complaining wouldn't fix her poof. It wouldn't make her tall and skinny, or turn her rented Seaside Heights beach house dump into a palace. Dump was a slight exaggeration, but only slight. From the outside, the 2-story, 2-bedroom bungalow looked like an aging Atlantic City hooker. What a reference. This is gonna be great, isn't it? For a month, this hooker would be home. The photos on the real estate website had convinced Gia to rent the place years ago. Since then, sand and salt have ravaged the gray shingles and warped the shutters. The vibe inside, though, much better. The kitchen was old but clean for now. The big and plushy furnished living room was, turned page, painted berry pink, like a cranberry vodka cocktail. There's a lot of references to alcohol in this. You guys noticed that already? Alright, where was I? Oh, yeah. The couch, red velvet, super soft, reminded Gia of giant lips. She dubbed it the official makeout zone. God, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it? With any luck, hot Guidos would kiss her on it. Guidos? Okay. Gia chose the smaller of the two bedrooms. The cozy room instantly charmed her with the round porthole windows facing the ocean. The bed sagged in the middle, and the closet was the size of a Barbie dream house, but the wall paintings of shells and seagulls and sand pink paint job were comforting. Gia brought her leopard print bedspread from home for that touch of the familiar. She could already picture herself in a yummy juice head rolling around on top of it. Her cousin Isabella, Bella, Bells, and Hell's Bells, Rizzoni poked her head into Gaia's room. "What the hell?" she said, clearly annoyed. "You're not done yet? It's been like an hour already." Fuck. Okay, I'm done. I can't do that already. Gia said, "The club will not run out of tequila before I get my hair right, so shut the fuck up." Again, there are swears in this book, and I'm not gonna bleep them out. So, again, no babies on stream, no jimmies. Got it? I need a drink already. This is fucking insane. Alright. Bells flopped onto Gia's bed. Nothing on her body bounced, including her new boobs. Well, that was quick. They were Bella's birthday gift to herself when she turned 21 a few months ago. She waited her whole life for tits to grow, and finally gave up on Mother Nature and turned the page and turned to Dr. Rosenberg. He boosted her from a 32B to a 34D. Not a major change. As a karate brown belt and runner, Bella couldn't haul around a pair of watermelons. Gia suspected that inflated boobs were parts of Bella's overall life reboot plan. After 6 years with Bobby Bonehead, Bells was single, willing and eager to make up for lost time. She must have packed 24 bikinis for the month down the shore. Tonight Bells wore her club bikini top, 2 silver Le Mans triangles the size of Doritos, connected by a couple of strings. Why are we using Doritos to reference things? I don't think that's a good idea, friends. Oh my goodness. Alright. "What do you call those?" asked Gaia. Or Gia. I don't know, we're gonna say Gia. Looking at her cousin's bottoms. "Denim panties? Too much?" asked Bella, who rolled over to check if her short shorts showed crack and or cheek. Lovely. "I can practically see what you had for lunch," said Gia. "Daisy Duke would be embarrassed to wear those." "Good," said Bella, laughing. Haha. If there was one rule about how to dress on the Jersey Shore, less was more. Oh god. Yeah, I see where this book's going. Gia said, "If I could trade bodies with anyone, Bells, it'd so be you." Anyone would agree. Bells had long, smooth tan legs, a luscious ass, tiny waist, and iron flat belly, as well as the finest set money could buy. Bella said, "What about you? Real boobs, great legs, fun-sized, and adorable. Seriously, turn page. Every guy you meet wants to tuck you into his back pocket and take you home." If that only were true, thought Gia. Bella was a 9. Gia was maybe a 7.9. She put on some weight since her cheerleader days in high school. On her petite frame, 1 extra pound made her muffin top. 2 pounds? It was a dough explosion. Gia tried not to stress about it. She could starve, not drink, and be skinny. or she could have a good time and be a curvy. Gia chose curvy. Any sane person would. But when it came to weight, most girls were crazy. Just give me 2 minutes to fix this, she said, twisting her hair again. Go flat tonight, said Bella. I love my poof, said Gia, but maybe my hair is telling me something. You have to know when to stop fighting a losing battle. I'm really questioning this a little bit, aren't I? Alright, Bella frowned for a second, and Gia figured she was thinking about Bobby. Unlike Gia's relationships, her longest lasted about 4 hours. Bella and Bobby have stayed together way too long. She wouldn't let her go. At the end, he turned into a third-degree stalker, showing up at their apartment building, the family-run Italian deli where Bella worked, and all her favorite spots around the Nabe. Coral Gardens, Brooklyn became a war zone for Bella. Bobby the landmine blew up all over the place. That was oddly sexual. Well, let's just keep on going then. Turn the page. Brooklyn might as well be a million miles away, said Gia, gently. No one knows us here. We could be whoever we want. Giving up on the poof, Gia moved on to the next step, unwrapping not one, but three sets of false eyelashes. She bought lashes in bulk, 100 sets at a time. She had to bring a separate suitcase just for her lashes, clips, makeup, hair products, and tan in a can spray. After using the brush-on adhesive, Gia pressed 2 rows of lush lashes to her upper lids. Then she fixed on the bottom rows. Let's see, lost my stuff. Battling her eyes at the reflection, she said, "Right this way, boys." Super hot, said Bella, saying the right thing as always. Your turn, said Gia, calling her over. Bella rolled off the bed and knelt in front of her cousin, which put them face to face. She closed her eyes. Gia put the lashes on Bella's lids. There, said Gia. Now you'll kill the boys with one look. Not if you kill them first, said Bella, smiling. End scene. Alright. Next scene. Karma, the biggest and best club of Seaside Heights, was only a few blocks from their bungalow on Kearney Avenue. The cousins walked in their heels. Gia wore heels almost, page turn, constantly. When she wasn't in her fuzzy pink slippers, she teetered in platforms or, like tonight, 6-inch stilettos. I actually got that right. I was almost gonna probably botch that. A 2-story structure, Karma had an open-air bar on its top floor, perfect for chilling on hot summer nights, taking a break from dancing or catching an ocean breeze. The downstairs were divided into 2 parts. The first, a dark inside room that, even from the outside, smelled like mung beer, Axe body spray, and sweat. That sounds fucking horrifying. That is gross as shit. I don't like just the thought of that kind of smell. Not a fan. Oh, hold on. Just one sec, guys. Bestie, what is this? we're reading a terrible book. All right. It's all good. Don't freak out. Don't panic. I gotta get back to my book. Alright, where was I? Oh, that's right. The other half of the ground floor was a palazzo bar with a DJ riser and a dance floor. Through the windows from the street, Gia spotted 5 hot guys at the outdoor bar. Honestly, she could get with any of them. Oh boy. Her heart started beating in time with the techno music. This was it. The first night. Day 1. Night of the final day. Just kidding. Alright, let's get back to it. 2 doors to choose from to get into the club. One said general and had a long line of kids in front of it. The other, VIP, No line at all. Bella said this one and pushed through the VIP door. The bouncer just sat inside of a stool. Hold up, he said. IDs. This is really nice calm music. I like this. They showed their driver's licenses. Both girls were 21, legal anywhere in America to drink until they puked. The bouncer looked at them and said, "This entrance is for table service only." Same annoying rule as New York City clubs. Table service meant you had to buy, say, a $400 vodka that cost $40 at a liquor store. Freaking ripoff. But we're hot girls, Gia pointed out. Oh god, I hate this. We don't need to pay for anything. Oh my god. Oh god, I can't handle this. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. The bouncer sized her up, which didn't take long. You girls from out of town? I don't know what's that voice, I'm sorry. We're here for the whole month, said Gia. If we like it, we might move here permanently. So you should be nice to us. Gia didn't know if she should credit her sass or her ass, but he said, okay, have a good night, ladies. So that dude should just be fired, right? Like, are we all in agreement that that dude should just be fired? What a terrible bouncer. Like, hey, I'm doing my job, you're not allowed in. And they're like, well, we're girls, and we're sexy. And he's like, okay, pretty ladies have the right. Oh god, we still have 45 minutes of this. Let's keep going. Alright, once inside, she looked around. Oh my god, he's here. Who? Bella asked. My new boyfriend. I haven't met him yet, but I'm sure he's here somewhere. Let's go find him. Gia's felt eyes on her as she and Bella walked across the room. Alone, each cousin got her share of attention. Together, they couldn't miss. Gia in 6-inch stilettos and a skin-tight leopard print mini dress that clung to every inch. Bella in a bikini top, teeny shorts, motorcycle boots, brown hair, and a high ponytail to show off the angel wing tattoos blazed across her back. Whew, that was a long running sentence there. Gia imagined the moment in slow-mo. The music falling silent, guys turning to watch them walk, her hair swinging with each step. And then the scene returned to normal speed. They'd made an entrance. Page switch. Or flip. Page 18. Bella said bar and pointed towards the neon lit tiers of bottles in the center of the dark room. At least 6 bartenders ran around inside the round bar, mixing and filling pitchers with beer. The crowd around it had to be 3 deep. I heard that. I thought about it. We'll have to kick our way in, said Bella. Jeez, we're gonna kick our way in. Kick the people. Not necessary. A tiny dynamo. Gia cleared a path like a plow straight into the bar. Bella followed in her wake. A bartender appeared to take her order. Slippery nipple, she said. Extra slippery. Baileys and butterscotch schnapps. Yummy. That's a weird drink. Alright. 2 guys to her right slapped 20s on the bar to pay for it. Bella said, tequila shot. The bartender asked, lime? Do I look like I want fruit? 2 guys to her left slapped hundreds on the bar and offered to pay for her drinks for the rest of her life. Dude. Of course they accepted the kind offers. Drinks were cheap and they had limited funds. After paying for the rental, new clothes, and repairs on Bella's 1995 Honda Accord, the cousins could barely afford to feed themselves. They both had to get jobs ASAP. In the meantime, they let willing donors buy their drinks. Jeez, that's scummy. Oh, I really want to. I have like a coat waiting in the dryer. I kind of want to go grab. I'll stop the time. Don't worry. Hold on, we'll pause that. As much as I don't want to pause it. Hold on, I need to get my coat. I'm kind of cold. Okay, back. Um, I don't know if this movie is supposed to make me like hot and bothered or something, but I'm like the complete opposite. I feel like cold and deprived. I don't know if that's the best way to say it, but I'm cold and deprived with this. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get back at it. All right, I'm gonna start the timer again in three, two, one. Okay. Hey, said one guy after he nudged his way over to them. I couldn't help noticing. Chase, page switch. You when you came in. Gia checked him out, cute in a puppy way, dog way, scrawny and scruffy, the Disney version of a heartthrob. Ugh. Okay, this is weird. He wore bangs in his hair, his eyes, cargo pants, high tops, and a stretched out white t-shirts with the words Mr. Pink on the front. So not Gia's type. She deferred to her men big, ripped, tan, and gorilla. This kid, he didn't even look Italian. Bella, however, thought Zac Efron was a hottie. She introduced herself. I'm Benjamin, he said, holding out his hand to shake. Now, Gia knew he was from North. Shore guys don't shake hands, or didn't shake hands. They came in for a kiss on the cheek when they met a hot girl for the first time. Gia could, and should really, write a book about the difference between shore and city boys. She knew both types well. Before her parents split 3 years ago, she lived at Tom's River, 3 miles from Seaside Heights. Gia had graduated from Tom's River High School. 2 days later, her mom, Alicia, moved to Brooklyn and into Aunt Marissa and Uncle Charlie's brownstone building. Gia was dragged along. She loved her family and couldn't part with her mom. Living in the same building with Bella was a dream come true, like finally having a sister. But Gia missed her life down the shore. Uprooting so quickly, she didn't get a senior switch page summer between high school and college. She lost touch with most of her classmates as they went their separate ways to college, like Gia for a couple years anyway, jobs, or on road trips that kept on tripping. Weird how you could be so tight with someone, then drift apart so quickly and easily. In a way, returning to Jersey this summer was like a homecoming for Gia. She hoped to reclaim that sense of belonging she never quite felt in Brooklyn, despite living with her extended family. Bella and Benjamin, call me Bender, he said, seemed to hit it off. Gia half listened to their conversation, sipped her drink, and glanced around. One guy, a preppy with a sweater tied to his neck, barf, was looking at her, not in a nice way. She said, "What are you looking at?" "Nothing much," he replied. Shithead! He would have slapped him or thrown a drink or stomped on his foot. Stamped on his foot? Stomped on his foot. Did I find a typo or is just like Snooki doesn't want me to read properly? Anyway, where was I? Thrown a drink or stamped on his foot. Something, but another guy diverted Gia's attention. A hot Guido was staring at her in a nice way from across the room. Gia smiled at him. His back against the wall, he stood off just off the dance floor, thumb in a belt loop. Please don't do that, that's weird. His chest muscles strained the fabric of his black tank top. It fit across a tummy that was hard and flat enough to cut salami on. That's weird. I don't know if I like that reference either. This is really weird. It fit across the no tattoos, which meant plenty of empty space on his arms to ink property of Gia. She stared as if he could see through her dress, right down to the zebra print bra and thong set underneath. Great. I didn't really need to know that, but thank you. I found him, Gia said to Bella, draining her slippery nipple on one long suck. Who? Oh, Bella replied. You okay here with your boy? Bender said, I'm your boy, is that good? Bella laughed. God help her, she loved preppies. Gia took that as permission to leave her cousin at the bar. Right at that moment, wow, a Dead Mouse song, Dead Mouse mix came on. Okay. It was her fave. It was a sign. She stepped onto the dance floor. The music took her over. Dancing had to be Gia's second favorite way to work up a sweat. Definitely beat going to the gym. For exercise, Gia cranked house music in her bedroom and danced until her legs felt numb. She loved dancing and was talented too. Gia won a contest while in high school for shaking it on the longest and hardest without spilling a single drop of her vodka tonic. That's a contest? Alright, fine enough. I need to take a drink again. Alright, we're refreshed. Let's do it. Tonight she aimed her gyrating hips staring at Salami Boy. Really? We're just gonna go straight out with that, huh? Alright. The guy could take a hint. In 2 seconds, he creeped over to her. In 5 seconds, they were grinding, her butt pressed against his thighs. She turned around to introduce herself. I'm Gia. She screamed in his ear above the music. Chair and Page, please. I guess. Rocky, he said, putting a bare paw on her waist and holding her against him. Rocky in his jeans. Oh god, that's even in the dark room, his blue eyes dazzled Gia. Ice blue. Something about light eyes on dark skin always made Gia's body temperature rise. The music was too loud to talk. Not that it mattered. Gia wasn't interested in making a deep soul connection tonight. It was all about the 3 Ds. Drinking, dancing, and duh. Or duh. Sorry, gotta emphasize the duh there. Are you from around here? She yelled. You got a nice rack, screamed Rocky in reply. Wow. Well, yeah, she thought. Okay, not a super genius, that was fine. Gia didn't judge, she was glad he approved. Come here. Come here. That was the dude, sorry. He said, lifting her up heels to bring her lips to his. She had to wrap her legs around his hips to stay up there. Here we go, thought Gia. 20 minutes from club entry to hookup. This might be a record, even for her. So she's just a... okay, a slut. That's what we're doing here today, okay? Cool. Oh god. Bitch! Get away from him! Peered a shrill voice from behind. Bony fingers grabbed Gia's fingers and yanked her off out of Rocky's arms. She hit the floor on her heels like a cat, but then stumbled and landed on her ass embarrassingly. A few guys glared, jaws unhinged at her. Change flip. Sprawled on the dance floor. One started drooling. Oops, she said, realizing her dress was pushed up around her waist. Full frontal thong exposure. Ah, that's gross. Not into that. Bella and Bender were on her in a flash, helping her to her feet, yanking her down her dress. Gia met her eyes on the seething blonde bimbo who'd thrown her to the floor. The girl's arms were in a battle position, ready to go. Rocky stood behind her, grinning as innocently as a choir boy. The blonde lowered her arms suddenly. Gia freaking Spumati. That's a fucking last name and a half. Holy shoot. Oh my freaking god, said Gia. Linda Patterson. See, finally somebody doesn't have a obnoxious last name. Thank fuck. Is my music almost done? No, we got a half hour left now. Okay, good. Just keep an eye on that a little bit. Then I'll switch it over to something different. Anyway, one of the girls from the Toms River High School cheerleading team. Gia and Linda were co-captains, both high energy and petite. They were the blonde and brunette bookends of the squad and besties. At the start of senior year, though, Linda turned on her. Gia couldn't remember exactly what happened. It was a blurry year. You look exactly the same, said Gia. True. Linda was, now and then, a cute blonde, head to toe and juicy. Head to toe and juicy? What the hell does that mean? I don't think I'm made for this book, clearly. She was uptight and snotty, which gave her a hard, brittle edge, and she was painfully thin. Linda made Lady Gaga look like a hippo. Wow, this is a really bad book. I mean, it's wonderful. Page switch. You know this girl? Rocky. Oh, wait, sorry, it's Rocky. You know this girl? Rocky sassed. Cool. Shut up, idiot, said Linda to him, glaring at Gia as she said, once a whore, always a whore, zeroing in on other girls' boyfriends. Oh god. Don't blame me, said Gia. You should keep him on a tighter leash. And I'm not the whore. I'm a slut. There's a difference. Is there really? Okay, Rocky laughed. She's funny. Let's invite her over for dinner. Idiot, said Linda, who went at him with her fresh manicure. Gia cringed. She hated to see anyone break a nail. Don't you ever look at another girl again, ranted Linda, bitch slapping and kicking her boyfriend. Rocky put up his arms to defend himself, but Linda got him some solid punches. That's what he deserves, said Bella. Karma's a bitch, said Gia. Linda said, is this awkward? Should we, go? What? Leave now? asked Gia. Before it gets ugly? Are you crazy? They wandered back to the bar for another drink and to watch round 2 on the dance floor. Page flip, chapter done. Alright. Drink time. Alright. Chapter 2. Make me beg. This has got to be good. Bella was up bright and early for her already scheduled job interview. She loved to chill at the beach until her hangover was gone. But until she got summer employment settled, Bella just couldn't relax. She drove her Honda to Tom's River 24-hour fitness gym. Inside, Bella went up to the biggest, buffest guy in sight and said, I'm looking for Tony. In his office, back that way, up a flight of stairs, he said. Thanks. Bella turned on her Nikes and headed for gym. Turned on her Nikes? Does she mean that she turned them on? Or turned, pivoted? I'm just saying, that's kind of weird. Okay, anyway, head to the gym director. Tony Troublinos. Trouble Tublino. What a name. Office. She'd set up an interview before she left Brooklyn, although her only reference was Gia pretending to be a devoted client. Tony asked her to come when she got to town and to consider hooking her up. She wasn't sure if she liked the sound of that. Bella needed a job, not a pimp. Her hook was to teach a class or try personal training. She didn't have any teaching or training expertise, but as a step class fan, she climbed, switch page, to the moon and back. As for training, how hard could it be? You put an out-of-shape putt on the treadmill, make him sweat and cry in the weight room? Bella had a fantasy of herself as a kick-ass dominatrix trainer, humiliating her clients into the workout of their lives. Okay. Alright. The truth, Bella very rarely yelled. She hated to raise her voice. She liked to think she could stop a raging bull with her icy glare, but screaming? Not her style. Gia thought Bella should yell more often. You're repressed. Her cousin told her, especially when Bella didn't fight back hard with Bobby. All that was going to change. Her goal of the month of Jersey was to give her Brooklyn persona a rest. She's been too good for too long, meeting her parents' expectations and putting her own dreams on hold. Out of the city, Bella could reinvent herself and be whatever she wanted, aka a dominatrix trainer for starters. Are we gonna get into some weird BDSM shit? I'm just saying. This is gonna get really weird. Alright. As she searched for the right office, Bella thought about last night. Gia was still sleeping off her marathon bar crawl. After leaving Karma, Bella, and Gia and Bender went on a sightseeing tour on the bottom of a dozen shot glasses. They hit nearly every bar in the boardwalk. At 4 in the morning, when they stumbled back to the beach house, Bella was glad Bender stuck by them like sand on wet skin. She needed help getting up the stairs to, page switch, her room. Bender didn't try anything when he tucked her in, which Bella found both endearing and insulting. She didn't know if she'd see him again. They exchanged numbers. Maybe he'd call, or not. Bella noticed a door with Tony Troublino's name on it. Also a sign that read, "Enter at your own freaking risk." That means you. He's New Yorkin, I guess. Gulping, she knocked. "What?" said a voice from inside. Everybody in Jersey was so damn loud, she thought. Bella peeked inside and said, "Mr. Troublano, I'm Isabella Rizzoli. I called you a few weeks ago about working here this summer." "Oh!" Bella stepped into the office so he could see her better. "I filled in the application online and sent photos. Front and rear views, just to be sure you got to the point." "Oh yeah, girl with the angel tattoo. Brown belt, marathon, I remember." Now he was friendly, she thought, once he got to look at her. A realist, Bella knew how lucky she was to have been born tall, with decent face and thick hair. But she also knew that her good looks would only open doors. She still has to walk through them. Next page. Tony probably stopped traffic himself. In his late 20s, the gym director is obviously well acquainted with the Nautilus machines. In contrast with his strong, cheeky bones and sharp jaw, he had green eyes, thick lashes like a girl, and dimples. And they got deeper when he smiled at her. A quick glance, no wedding ring. Bella heard warning bells clanging to her head. Unlike Gia, who would fuck on a dare, Bella moved more slowly. She'd been with only one man in her life. Since they broke up, she tried to get him out of her mind and soul via meaningless hookups. Bella just couldn't go through with it. Bad case of the chicken shits. Wow, I read that in a novel. Huh. This has been a really weird read so far. She blamed her parents and her Catholic school childhood. Getting over that hump, as it were, and having fun casual sex with at least a couple of guys was also on her list of summer goals. Which got back to the problem of the gym director with the mad sexy eyes. How could any girl have casual sex with him, with his body, and not fall head over heels? Trouble shouldn't be his nickname, thought Bells. It should be tattooed on his forehead. If she knew this was good for her, Bella would say, "Thanks, but I've changed my mind. I'm out of here." Instead, she said, "Nice office." Turn page. "It's a shoebox," he said, apologizing for cramped windowless space with industrial carpeting, a desk, computer, and a few chairs. "This is where I Facebook. My real officer is the weight room." "So you train too?" "Sit." He jumped up from his chair to offer her a seat. He was tall, at least 6'2", with eyes as strong as oaks. "I used to be a trainer, right out of college. I still work with some of my regulars, but I can't take on new clients anymore. No time." "How much expertise do you have training?" Now she had to lie. "Tons." The honest answer, none. "Want to show me your chops? Put me through your paces." "Like an audition?" "A tryout," he said, eyes glinting. 1 hour. Make me beg for mercy." Oh God, she swallowed a lump and nodded. "Now? Let's go." "Okay, take me to the nearest treadmill." Trouble gave her a quick tour of the facility. Then she did her best to turn him into a rubber-armed, whimpering ball of sweat. She started with a workout treadmill interval run that would have made Eli Manning sob. Tony kept going and going. He was like the Energizer gorilla. The gorilla? Do they not know that it's a fucking bunny? Or is energy... Hold on. Now this is actually going to piss me off. I'm going to stop this for a second. By the way, page switch. We're on 30 now. But I need to figure this out. Yeah, this looks like a bunny. Was there ever a gorilla? Is that really? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Let me put this on stream here. What the fuck is this? Okay, I need to stop looking at it from there. That's terrifying. I'm taking a break from reading. God. Where did I put that photo? Or where did it save? I can't remember where it saved to. The fuck is this? What is this? Sport! It's terrifying. Oh, it's terrifying. I'm not okay with that. We'll put it in here though. We'll keep it there just in case. You never know. Oh god, that's weird. Anyway, yeah, there is no Energizer. It's just a bunny. Yeah, it's literally just the bunny. Like, but hey guys, this is a gorilla to them apparently. That's why you know that this book is high class, because they don't even know what a fucking bunny is. Anyway, Energizer. Okay, I'll read it again because I need to make sure. He was going like the Energizer gorilla or bunny. 3 miles into it, he said, "Oh, I need to get back on the timer. God, I need back that timer. Don't even start reading without that." 3 miles into it, he said, "Should I be tired yet?" After 20 minutes of squats and lunges, he asked, "Should I feel a burn?" Finally, she put him on the back of the bench, pressing hundreds of pounds. A glimmer of hope. His hands got slippery, so he took off his tank top to wipe them dry. His chest. She couldn't help notice, looking at like a marble statue, but town. Blah, didn't do that well. Beads of sweat trickled down between the muscles, and Bella felt a smug satisfaction for putting them there. She cooled him down with some stretches, and the hour was up. Tony said, "Well, I enjoyed that, Isabella," she said, "glad to hear it. I should have hated it. You weren't tough enough." Oh crap, exactly what we feared. I can be mean. Look at me, I've got tattoos," he laughed. "The biggest sweetheart I know is covered with ink. Your girlfriend? My grandmother," Tony said, Tony smiling. Her guard crumbled. A man who bragged about his grandfather? It was irresistibly dorky. "What about the job?" "You're in sick shape, and you know what you're doing. But I bruised through that workout." Next page. "You live here." "You live here?" He laughed. "Feels like I do. Look around, Isabella." Tony swept his arms over towards the gym's floor. The place was packed with one perfect body after another. "Gia has got to get over here," she thought Bella. She'd be like a kid in a pickle store. A pickle store? What kid do you know goes to a fucking pickle store? Candy store, sure. Toy store, sure. Pickle store? Is that like a US thing that I don't know about? Or like a Jersey Shore thing? God, that's bad. Alright. "They all breeze through your workout," he said. "As a trainer, you have to ask, what can I do for my client to make that he can't do for himself?" Bella smiled sexy, raising one eyebrow seductively. She could think of a few things, yeah. Tony read her mind and both her eyebrows went up. His eyebrows. The air between them crackled, but just for a second. "I'll tell you what. I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. 2 weeks. Find someone to work with. Anyone. I'll pay you freelance rate. If I see fast improvement, you're hired." Never back down from a challenge. I was hoping you'd say that. Gia, come on, pleaded Bella. By the way, new situation and whatever. The two stood at the kitchen island. Gia was mixing a morning after smoothie, cranberry juice and bananas. Next page. It just doesn't taste right with the vodka, said Gia, adding a healthy sludge to the blender. Why do you want this job so badly anyway? You could work somewhere else. Tony's smile flashed in Bella's head. I just like the place, and I get paid to work out. I can't be your client. I have to get my own job. Besides, I hate the gym. I'd rather die than torture myself. I tried all afternoon to convince the regulars to work with me, said Bella. It was horrible. No one took me seriously. You just need one client, or else I'm back to the boardwalk begging some homie sleazebag to let me sell fried clams in a box. Bella watched annoyed as Gia started laughing. What's so frickin' funny? Give me your phone. If you can turn this puppy into a gorilla, you'll get Employee of the Week. Okay. Bella handed over her cell. Her cousin started pushing buttons and said, aha! Then dialed the number. Who you calling? Your boy. Hello, Bender. This is Gia from last night. Thanks for getting us home safe. Yeah, what's up today? You wanna come over? Cool. See you in a few. Bella said, Bender? This banana is tougher than he is. He's barely strong enough to lift my mood, for God's sakes. Any other ideas? No? Then shut up. Gia downed her drink and announced, I'm going out now, and I'm not coming back until I have a job. Any job. And by the way, selling fried clams for a horny sleazebag sounds kind of fun. Good luck with that. I don't need luck, I need skills. I've got skills. End chapter, change page. Whew, okay, we can do one more chapter probably before we wrap up. Chapter 3. Hurricane Gia. Take a drink. Hurricane Gia. You don't know how to use a computerized cash register? You've never been to a waitress before? Can't set up a table or push a mop, but you have great people skills? Asked Mr. Lupo. I like how there's no exclamation points on the start quote. The manager at EJ's, a burger and wings place a few blocks from the beach house. And great boobs, she asked, or added. Is that gonna be actually a statement? Like, great boobs is gonna get you this job? Apparently a horny town. She added. She sat at the front table inside the restaurant for the interview. I could see that, he said, chomping on an inlit cigar. You have waitresses and busboys already, but you don't have someone to lure the customers in from the boardwalk? Like a stewardess, a hostess. Whatever you call it, I'll double your business. Just clear some space for me, play some music, give me a tray of shot glasses and a bottle of whatever, and let me do my thing. What exactly is your thing? I draw a crowd. Check this out. Change page. Gia stood up and started dancing on the spot to music, like dolphins and small dogs. Only she could hear. Sure enough, every busboy, waiter, and customer is transfixed. She nodded at Mr. Lupo. You see? Hurricane Gia. I'll destroy this place, I swear. Destroy my restaurant? I guarantee it. Mr. Lupo looked at her as she just landed in Roswell. The cigar hung in his corner of his lip. He didn't speak for her like ever. It was starting to freak her out. You know Spicy? He asked friendly. The Mexican restaurant down the boardwalk? Yeah, the competition. Go destroy that place. And then he kicked her out. Gia had been kicked out of several bars and restaurants so far, and a few stores. If it weren't an optimist, she could feel a little discouraged. 50 bosses could reject her. Didn't matter. All she needed was just one open-minded person to notice her true potential and give her a shot. Gia said as much as the Lucky Lady Club where Gillette Jewelry Boutique next door. I'm telling you, she said to the owner, I'm a gold mine. The woman replied, "Gold, mine." Oh, get wrecked! Change page. Fine, it's yours. You don't have to be greedy. Screw her, and Mr. Lupo, and all the negative pricks with limited imaginations. They would not ruin her afternoon. If you don't care what other people thought about you, then you couldn't get discouraged when they turned you down. Get your head up, she said. She told herself out loud, and made a mental attitude adjustment. Gia lifted her chin, struck her chest out, and walked with purpose and determination. Okay, next place. An arcade with coin-operated games. Maybe she could be a skee-ball instructor. I'm sure there's not going to be somebody who actually does that. Just as she was about to walk in, she spotted a couple heading toward her on the boardwalk. They were arguing. She ducked into a photo booth and watched them from secret. I told you before, that girl scooped on me, said Blue-Eyed Rocky, who, in the harsh glare of a sober daylight, was just as hot, if not hotter, than it seemed last night at Karma. At his side, Linda was as pale and skinny as overcooked spaghetti. If that wasn't true, and I'm not necessarily buying it, you didn't have to put your hands all over Gia Spanati, fat ass. God, I hate that whore. Just the thought of her makes me want to kick something. Change page. As Gia watched Linda Patterson, former perky blonde cheerleader, kicked over a trash can. Garbage just spilled out, and then she just walked on. Gia covered her mouth in shock. Go ahead, call me a fat whore, she thought. But for God's sake, don't litter. I have standards. I fucked over how many interviews of jobs, and I'm not gonna litter. But you're still a whore. Okay, I'm sorry. That wasn't actually the speak. Let me just get back on track here. What has she ever done to this girl? Gia hadn't a clue. How totally fucked up to learn that she was enemies with someone she practically forgot existed. Under the circumstances, Gia thought it would be wise to get off this boardwalk and avoid any chance run-in with crazy Linda and Rocks for Brains Rocky. Honestly, he had to be stupid to be with that bitch. Backing down a side street, Gia noticed a help wanted sign at a storefront window. The awning read Tantastic Saloon. Dang, whispered to Gia to herself. The day's luck just was turning good. Entering the saloon was like passing through a portal to heaven. She'd seen fancier tanning saloons in the city for sure, full of snobs and prissy bronzed bitches. Great. But the vibe that Tantastic made her feel instantly at home. Who wouldn't warm to the wall moral of a rising sun with pretty pinks, oranges, and yellows? Gia loved pink. It was her favorite color. If she could wear yellow and not look like a lemon, turn page, she'd do it every day. Orange? Meh, that was too close to her skin tone to pull off. The front desk was unmanned, so Gia took a quick look around the place. A few private rooms had tanning beds and mystic tanning booths, much like the ones she knew from home. An entire wall held shelves of product. Every tanning spray, cream, or lotion on the market was for sale at reasonable prices too. A sound of a toilet flushing. Gia called out, "Hello, I'm here." A puff of cigarette smoke exited the bathroom door before the woman did. When she appeared from the hallway, Gia broke out in a grin. She recognized and adored the species. Cougar in a zebra print, stampless dress, Candy's mules, and a jet black cheesed up poof with platinum skunk streak. Totally cool. Strands of rhinestones and fox pearls dripped from her neck, which was kind of saggy, but otherwise, apart from some loose skin and wrinkles, the woman was hot. She must have been scorching in her day. Look at you, she said to Gia, her voice scratchy. You're cuter than a princess pony. I'm your new assistant. I belong here. It's my destiny, can't you feel it? Up close, the woman was anything over between 40 and 50, hard to tell all the years of tanning, sun tanning, bed worship under, page switch, her hat. She put a cigarette between frosted pink lips. Well, it's obvious you work for your own tan, she said, blowing smoke. Work on my tan? It's not work. I play at my tan. Tanning is my second favorite thing to do with my clothes off. The woman laughed like a donkey. I love the enthusiasm. What's your name, princess? Gia Samanti. I'm Mary Agatha Pungli. Everyone calls me Maria. You're hired. Wow, that was quick. No background checks or nothing. I'm sure that Gia's a proper citizen, you know? I'd trust her in my any business. 9 minutes. You're hired. I am? Who is to deny destiny? They worked out the boring details, hours, salary, responsibilities, and Gia got trained on the machines as if she didn't know how to operate a tanning bed. She'd take calls, make appointments, clean up, sell product, and keep the customers happy while they waited for their turn. The job at Tantastic wouldn't make her rich, but the perks were frickin' unbeatable. Maria would let her use any of the tanning beds or the Mystic Boost for free. There was a savings of $100 a week right there. Honestly, Gia had dialed back on tanning lately. Purely a financial decision. There was a new 10% tax on it. Do not get her started. And the problem with the UVA and UVB light rays might give her cancer. Just a side effect, just cancer. It's not that bad. Turn page. She's been using spray tan instead, but it makes her palms and the bottoms of her feet bright orange. She left little orange footprints all over the floor in the bathroom, as if a melting Oompa Loompa had padded through. That was weird. Mind the store for me for a while. I'll get a cigarette run, okay? Said Maria. A few clients are coming in later, but it should be slow until then. If we get a walk-in, call my cell and I'll come right back. As soon as her boss left, Gia did a victory lap dance on the arm of the sofa. A sweet job. With a cool cougar boss. If only her mom could see her now. Alicia wrung her hands to the bone, worrying that Gia would be lost away from her for a whole month. Gia did rely heavily on her mom. Alicia still did Gia's laundry. Most of their meals came from Uncle Charlie's Deli, which was way too conveniently located on the street level of their apartment building. Gia could eat meatball heroes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and often did. As comfortable as the Rizzoli Spondani Brown House was, Gia felt cramped sometimes, living and breathing family 24/7, 365. Okay, that was gross. This is really cringy. Like, every moment it gets a little more cringier. When Gia talked about moving, Alisa got weepy and took her to bed. Loyal daughter that she was. I'm speaking sassy all the time now. Was Gia promised she'd never leave. The two were overly dependent on each other. They both, page flip, knew it. Oh, hold on. But there was one thing to know about a problem existed, another to change it. The saloon door jiggled open. Gia stopped humping the sofa. A guy walked in, mid-teens, 20s, and as pale as a flounder. He appeared to be what Gia called a cowboy. Irish or German percent? Definitely not Italian. What's with her obsession with Italians? Like, that's come up a lot of times now. I don't feel really kind about that. He smiled at her and said hi. She said, first day on the beach? It's that obvious. Like waving a white flag. I need a pair of sunglasses, printed to shield her eyes from the glare of his vampire skin. A tenant salon 2 blocks from the beach. Ironic, isn't it? Yes, no, sort of. Gia wasn't sure, so she said, not necessarily. You have to admit it. It's kind of ridiculous to pay for a tan when the sun is for free. A whole day of the sun versus 10 minutes in a tanning bed. Even tanning time is money. Here's my problem. I'm having a big party at my share house in July 4th. 2 days from now. If I don't do something about this, he touched his bare arm, I'll glow in the dark. I'll ruin the fireworks. I need a base, right? I can get that here. Turn page. Don't worry, I can solve your problem. Come this way. She led him to a room with the ultimate tanning bed, a Matrix 5000, 28 high-density UVA and UVB lamps, 360-degree exposure, super strong and effective, with a black casing, and neon blue lights. It looked futuristic. When Maria had given Gia the tour, she called it the spaceship. What's your name again? What'd you say your name was? Gia asked. Neil Connor. I'm Gia. I had to know your name before I asked you to take your clothes off, a rule of mine. He blushed, which was too freaking obvious. He started to undress. His bod was better than she thought. It was cute. How he folded his clothes. Gia decided to go for it. Why not? Landing a job and a date inside of 15 minutes? Definitely a record. These two, he asked of his cabins. Gia, personally, was against tan lines. When she used a bed, she left her bra and panties on the chair. When you're naked, do you want to look like you're wearing a pair of flesh-colored shorts? God, no. Then take them off. Is it safe? The tanning lights on my schlong? It's not schlong, it's just dick. Skin is skin. You're the professional, he said. Oh, by page switch 43. He said, stepping off out of his brief. Well, technically, she wasn't really. Gia thought to call Maria back, but then decided against it. She'd used his tanning bed before. While he undressed, Gia snuck a peek. Shrimpy. But she cut the guy some slack. He was nervous and the air conditioning was cranked. Neil climbed into the bed. Gia closed the clamshell top part and set the timer to When she used a similar bed, she tanned for 10 minutes. This guy didn't have a base. She set it to 9 minutes and left the room. When he came out, he seemed relieved. When he came out, he seemed relieved. That wasn't so bad. I'm still pale though. It shows up later, she said. By tonight, you'll look great. She handed over his visa. She ran it through the machine the way Maria had showed her. So you have a share house, she asked. Yep, close to the beach. It's awesome. You're having a big party, huh? Kick off the summer right. I'm new in town too, she said, tearing off the receipt. Yeah? He looked at her slip and signed it. Yeah. Gia sighed. The cowboy just wasn't picking up what she was throwing down. My cousin, page switch, and I don't have any plans yet for the 4th. And I love a big house party. Neil nodded. Thanks a lot. Oh well, she tried. Rejection was an unfortunate and unavoidable part of life. Gia didn't take it personally when she struck down. No, not every guy she liked felt the same way about her, and vice versa. Her face was pretty, she was confident about that. Her smuff shortness, what she lacked in height, Gia made up for her enthusiasm. What could she do about it anyway? This was her one and only body. She made the most of what she had. If Neil wasn't into her, it was his loss. She said, stay cool out there. He was halfway out the door when he turned around. Listen, Jenna, Gia, would you like to come to the party? Will your girlfriend be there? Smooth. She would be if I had one. Yay, a date. A single boy who she'd already seen naked wanted her at his party. I hope I recognize you with a tan. You'll find me, don't worry, he said, writing down the address. Just look for the keg. Score. Last page for the chapter. End chapter. End reading. Fuck. Okay. What a stream. Actually, that's worked out really perfect. Because my music's almost done too. Let's just get this one going here. Alright, we're gonna call it there. Not that. I'll find this something nice. There you go. Good enough. Alright. So that was 1 hour of Snooki's A Sure Thing. For my first ever read out on stream book. How do I say this? Oh, that was great. I see where people are getting from it. There's a lot of weird not fact checking. There's a couple of book errors I noticed on there too. And it's not errors that clearly from like a digital book release. That was clearly some interesting issues. Oh god, that was weird. There was some things that I just don't understand. Maybe it's just like how she speaks and it just comes out of the reading. I don't know. So again, it wasn't terrible, but that's just like what it's going to come up to. Is it's going to be a romance where she's like, Do you wanna like fuck? Just kidding. No, but I'm sure she's a pleasant actress. Hopefully. Um, this was a weird stream, but I'm glad to do something a little bit different. Um, I was kind of thinking about like maybe trying to branch out, not just like I'm gonna still do games, but just do kind of stuff like this where it's just a lot of fun and it's not serious. It's just literally me just doing whatever sounds fun. So I really do appreciate it. Anybody who listened was it was awesome to go through all this with you guys. All right, if you guys want another stream of this to read more of this, I'd like to say it's the best literature in the world. Um, let me know what you guys feel, and let me know either on Twitch or Twitch. No, you can let me know on the like YouTube comments, Twitch, whatever. Twitter actually is a really good way to contact me because I'm following up with that a lot more. Thank you to everyone who paid attention or who didn't, or just listened to me try to do this weird book thing. And yeah, if you guys are interested in a second part, let me know. But anyway, guys, thank you for a lot listening. I'll probably do some maybe more streaming either today or tomorrow. Keep on that. We'll let you know. Thank you guys for watching or listening. Sorry, it's not watching, listening. And I will see you guys later. Remember, take your gorilla. Bye, guys.